Students, myself Archana Varude from Praveen Patel College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. In last video, we have already studied about destructive testing method and non-destructive testing method. Destructive testing method means it is with the actual destruction of material, and NDT method, in NDT method 100% testing is possible, and in that case, we check the surface discontinuities as well as the internal discontinuities. And after watching this video, you will be able to understand what are the criteria for selection of NDT method, what are the advantages of NDT, what are the limitations of NDT, and what is the comparison between destructive testing and non-destructive testing. First, we see what are the criteria for selection of NDT method. And in this case, there are some parameters are considered while selecting NDT methods. And first parameter is that is codes or standard requirements. Second is specifications of the material to be tested. For example, nature of material, its size and shape. Third is type of disorders to be detected also depends on nature of disorders. Fourth is testing also depends on the manufacturing process of material to be tested. Fifth is it is also depending on the equipments available for testing. And sixth is total cost required to test the material. These are some parameters on which there is a selection of NDT method. Then, what are the advantages of NDT method? First is the material can be used for its intended purpose after testing. As we know that in NDT method, it is used for its intended purpose. That means the actual material is not destructed. It is used in future. Second is used as quality control tool because material can be tested for all possible parameters. Third is the testing of material is possible before its manufacturing. In this case, the material is tested before its manufacturing. That is, raw material can be tested, and as such as time, money and machining can be saved. Here, raw material should be checked, and therefore due to that there is a fourth is the testing is possible while manufacturing, and therefore it is called as online testing, or it is also known as real time testing is possible. In this case, the material is tested while manufacturing. Fifth is it is used as quality assurance tool because after testing the material, one can check for its suitability at a particular place. Sixth is the testing is possible after manufacturing. That means if the product is completed, then after that we test that material. Then seventh is the testing of material is possible during servicing of component, and it is called as in-service application. And last is 100% examination of the material is possible. Unlike destructive testing in which only sample testing is possible, and this test involves testing of material with actual destruction of material. As we know that in destructive testing material, the material is actually destructed, and therefore the material cannot be used for its intended purpose. But in NDT method, it is used to check the surface discontinuities as well as internal flaws, and here the material is not destructed, and therefore 100% examination of the material is possible, and it is used for its intended purpose. Then, what are the limitations or demerits of NDT method? First is minimum two methods for complete examination of the material are required. With only one method, testing for all parameters of materials is not possible because using one technique, either surface flaws or that inside flaws are detected. Here, this is the one limitation of NDT. For complete examination, it requires minimum two methods. Second is trained and certified persons are authorized to conduct the test. And here there are some levels to check that product, that is level 1, 2 and 3. And as per the American Society for Non-Destructive Testing Method, certified persons are authorized to conduct the test. Third is high degree of skills is required to be set up and interpret. Fourth is cost of equipments is high and thus testing charges are more as compared to the destructive testing method. In this case, as you know that there are different NDT methods, that is magnetic particle method, liquid penetrant testing method, visual testing method, and here cost of that equipment is very high and thus testing charges are more. Fifth is qualitative testing is possible, however quantitative testing is difficult. In this case, qualitative testing is possible but quantitative testing is difficult. Then sixth is NDT interpretations are relative and one should know the standard results first. That means when we say that certified persons are required, then he should know the standard results. Then seventh is all types of materials cannot be tested using all the tests. For example, only ferromagnetic material can be tested using magnetic particle testing method. As we know that there are different methods: liquid penetrant testing method, ultrasonic testing method, here magnetic particle testing method, but all that tests are not useful. Second is only electrically conductive material can be tested using eddy current testing method. And here this is the comparison between destructive testing method and non-destructive testing method. On left hand side we write destructive testing, on right hand side we write non-destructive testing method. Here first difference is in destructive testing method, the testing of material for all possible parameter with its destruction and all parameters can be tested. But here it is with the actual destruction. And in NDT, the testing of material for all possible parameters without its destruction and all parameters cannot be tested. For example, strength breaking stress, and it cannot be determined. Second, no expertise is required for testing. But in NDT method, the expert persons are required for testing. Third is defect can be directly seen and determined because it is with the actual destruction of material. But in case of NDT, it requires comparison between standard specimen and specimen being tested. Fourth is in DT method 100% testing is not possible, but in NDT 100% testing can be done. Fifth is only destructive testing is sufficient to test the specimen, and in NDT minimum 2 NDT methods are required for the sufficient testing. Sixth is specimen cannot be used after testing as it is completely destructed, and in NDT specimen can be used after testing as it is nowhere destructive. Seventh is testing charges are less, but in NDT, testing charges are more. That means it is costly. 8 number is quantitative and qualitative testing is possible, but in NDT, only qualitative testing is possible. Quantitative testing is not possible. This is all about that comparison between DT and NDT method, different methods used in NDT. Thank you.